Welcome to CS Outdoors Afield. It's still early April. We just got done doing all of our shed hunting in March. And right now it's time to get down and do a lot of habitat management on our farm, get ready for next season. Still cool enough where we can get out and not have to worry about sweating too much. So now is a very good time to get out and do a lot of the work that you need to do for the upcoming season. The area we're in right now, it's one of our favorite spots on the farm. It comes off a heavy timber. It's a nice gated area that filters into a CRP field and then goes right into one of our food plots. So it's a great area, but over the course of time, this great area it's grown up and it's developed a lot of saplings that are kind of hurting the way our deer herd is entering this field. So we want to get in here and change that. And what we've done, we got the good old steel chainsaw out here today and ready to do some work. It's nice if you got a bobcat with a grapple or a shear. Take us about half an hour to do all this work, but unfortunately we couldn't get that in here today, and we're just going to have to do it the good old American way, and that's with some brute manpower. And so that's what we're kind of going to do. And I'm going to go over everything that we do when this problem or this scenario arises on a farm. And hope you guys enjoy it. We'll show you some before and after pictures, and I'm looking forward to what this area will produce once we get this all accomplished. So before I begin any work on a scenario like this, what I like to do is I like to do a couple things. One, I like to select some trees that we're going to leave in. I like to do this for a couple reasons. One, and the main reason, is because it gives them a very cool, what we like to call maybe a scrape tree, or just something where they can come and make some rubs and make some scrapes underneath. It's a very cool method and very cool technique that a lot of people are utilizing. I think it's Drury Outdoors even makes one an artificial tree or something like that. But the ones we like to kind of just choose are something like this right in front of me, with maybe a licking branch or a nice couple kind of branches out. We actually did this in a kill plot last year, and it had 3 scrapes under one tree. So I think it's a pretty cool technique and something that we look for. The next thing I want to do is I want to select my stand locations. You always want to keep this in mind, especially when you're clearing out an area that you're going to be hunting or putting in a food plot. And I want something like that tree right there that's off the beaten path, where it's going to take an east wind to really screw up the hunt. And I know on a good north wind that's going to be a dynamite tree that's just going to feed into the CRP field, which really isn't going to hurt me. So those are 2 things that we really want to look for when we're doing this kind of work in this type of scenario, and just something to keep in mind. Also, another thing we kind of want to note is just your acorn mass producing trees. Obviously these can be of great benefit to any area on your property, and in this area in particular, we're going to be putting in some clover, but it's nice to have some acorn producing trees there. So we really want to accent and highlight these style of trees when we're coming up with a game plan on how we're going to go about this. So always keep your oaks and everything in mind when you're kind of clearing out an area, and just make sure to accent, highlight them, and make the most out of it. Well, I just got done finishing all our cuts, and it was a lot of work. I highly recommend, if you have a bobcat available with a shear and grapple, to use that. It took us about 2 hours today to get everything cut. I'm going to call in reinforcements to help us move this around. And we're going to be moving these around a little bit differently, kind of a unique thing that we do as well. For those of you who are into quail habitat, what they call DTS, or down tree structures, as well as edge feathering. A nice way when you cut down some smaller trees with a lot of branchy tops with them, just simply lay them very nice and loosely around either a fence row or close to a field. CRP fields are real nice. What this does is it just helps create a little bit of safe haven and structure for your quail habitat, your small game habitat like rabbits. I mean, you're not using it anyway, so might as well start creating some habitat on your property. And that's one of the things we're going to do with this, so we'll show you that here in a couple minutes. But I'm going to call it a day, go get some lunch, and call in the reinforcements to come move all this stuff, because it's going to be quite the project. Well, it's day 2 of our habitat management project, and we just finished it up. I'm going to go take a look at it and just kind of show you the before and after. And this is the after. I'm actually very happy with it. So Gary's going to be giving you the tour. We got the trophy rock out, and here it is. It's all we did was just took a chainsaw through here, made a nice little park. And all we have left to do is really spray some Tordon on the stumps and come in, get all these leaves out of here, and seed in some clover. And as you can see, we left a couple trees like we spoke about. These 2 in front of me right here are going to be our licking branches. We like to leave cedars, a couple cedars out here, and then these real low-lying branches that we really like to keep these in here for them to come and scrape, and just something to stop for us to be able to get a shot at them. As you can see right here, we have our very prime location, our river's edge 18-foot ladder stand. It's right off a field edge, so it's not very invasive when we get in. We can sneak on in, not spook too much. And took us about, I don't know, 12 hours, a little over a day. And it's just a really nice, going to be a real nice area for our deer to come and feed before they go into CRP and into our bigger food plots. So I'm really pumped about this spot. And anytime you can do a little bit of habitat management, I highly recommend the Bobcat. It probably would have taken us about six hours versus 12, but if you ever need any kind of work like this on any of your properties, let us know, because we'd be more than happy to do that. And it just improves the habitat and improves your hunting. So see you next time on CS Outdoors Afield.